Hello, folks. This is the book, The Friend Who Forgives.
Huh?
And this is Millie. She is my granddaughter. And this is me. My name's Charlie. And we're going to try to read. So, The Friend Who Forgives. It's by Dan Dewitt and Catalina Echeverry. A long time ago, there was a man named Peter who was friends with Jesus. Now, don't move the book or it will fall on the floor, Millie. This never happens with you guys at home, I'm sure. Peter was a fisherman. He was strong and brave. But he often said the wrong thing. Did you ever talk before you think? See fire coming out of his mouth? That's what Peter did again and again and again.
Okay.
Peter loved fish. One day, he and Jesus baked fish for breakfast. Fish for breakfast? That's weird. On the day when Jesus first called Peter to follow him, can you guess what Peter was doing? That's right, he was fishing. Follow me and I will make you a fisher of men, Jesus told him. Can you imagine that? Peter fishing for men? There he is. He's thinking about it. What's that going to look like? Jesus explained that just as Peter liked to search for fish, Jesus had come to the earth to search for people who needed forgiveness. Peter loved being friends with Jesus. He saw Jesus do lots of amazing things. One time, Peter's mother-in-law was sick and Jesus healed her. Another time, Peter was about to drown in a storm and Jesus saved him. Slowly, Peter realized that Jesus was more than a friend. He was God. He would never let Peter drown or let him down. But sometimes Peter let Jesus down. Like the time Jesus explained to his friends that he had come to die on a cross, but that he would come back to life to offer forgiveness. All of you will run away, he said. You are not my friends. You are going to say you're not my friends, Jesus said. Peter spoke up right away. He did that a lot. I will never do that, Peter said. But Jesus told him, before the rooster crows in the morning, you will say 3 times that you are not my friend. Cock-a-doodle-doo! I would never do that. Jesus is my best friend, Peter thought. Millie's over there playing with her stuff. When the soldiers came to take Jesus to the cross, Peter pulled out his sword to stop him. Put your sword away, Peter, Jesus said. My Father says this must happen. Jesus let the soldiers take him to a courtyard to stand trial. Peter followed from far away. So Peter's there, hiding behind the bush. A lady saw Peter. She said, "Aren't you one of Jesus' friends?" a young girl asked as she opened a gate for Peter to enter the courtyard. What do you think Peter said? He said, "No, I don't know Jesus." It was a cold night, so Peter walked over to a fire where some people were warming themselves. Aren't you one of Jesus' friends? Someone asked Peter. What do you think Peter said?
Yeah.
No, I don't know Jesus. Then someone else stepped forward and looked closely at Peter. You are one of Jesus' friends, aren't you? He said. What do you think Peter said?
Yeah.
No, I don't know Jesus, is what Peter said. Right then, at that very moment, a rooster crowed, and Jesus turned around and looked straight at Peter. Now Peter remembered what Jesus had said. Before the rooster crows, you will say 3 times that you are not my friend. Peter was so sad. He knew he had failed Jesus again and again and again. He didn't need to find other people who needed forgiving. He needed forgiving too. Peter felt terrible, and he ran out of the courtyard. He cried and he cried and he cried. Peter had let his best friend down now, and it was too late because the soldiers had taken away Jesus to be killed. Millie is playing with the book. I gotta finish. I'm almost done. No. But Peter did not stay sad because Jesus didn't stay dead. 3 days later was the first Easter Sunday, when Jesus came back to life to offer people forgiveness. He came out of the tomb. But would he forgive Peter for failing so badly? In a minute. One day Jesus was looking for Peter. Where do you think Jesus found him? That's right. Peter and his friends were fishing. Not yet. I got to finish this book.
Well,
Millie wants me to read a different book. Jesus called them from the beach. Peter jumped out of the boat and into the water, and he rushed to the beach to see Jesus. And this is where Jesus and Peter had fish for breakfast. Fish for breakfast? That's weird. It's the second time it's been weird. Peter was so happy to see Jesus alive, but would Jesus forgive him? Peter wasn't sure. Maybe Jesus wouldn't want to talk to him. Maybe Jesus wouldn't want to be friends with him.
hi.
Millie likes to say hi. Say hi. Millie, say hi. Now she doesn't want to say hi. But yes, Jesus did want to talk to Peter. And yes, Jesus did want to forgive Peter. Wow. And since Peter said he didn't know Jesus 3 times, Jesus gave Peter the chance to say 3 times, I love you, Jesus. Then Peter stood on a boat, and Peter became a forgiven fisher of men. Peter spent the rest of his life telling people about his best friend, Jesus. He told them that if they would put their trust in Jesus, he would forgive them again and again and again.
You pay?
That's because Jesus was Peter's best friend. He forgave him again and again and again. And if you trust in Jesus, he will forgive you too, again and again and again. And I hope you like that book. Millie, can you say bye? Can you say bye? Good job. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Uh-oh.